What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? And welcome to Hotline Bling Chat Room, where we're dishing out on trending topics, breaking news, hot topics, fashions, and all the way down to reality TV. Yes, child. Yes, child. Join us while we discuss so much more here every Friday at 10:15 Eastern Time, 9:15 Central Time. Welcome to Hotline Chat Room. What up, Hotline Bling Chat Room back with episode 3, honey. And of course, I got SkoolBoi with me. What's up, though? SkoolBoi, what up, though?
Not much, just chilling. Let's get into the mess this week.
We're gonna get into the mess this week. I know that's right. Shaylaset, how you doing, baby? How you doing?
Sure, I'm all right.
You all right? You here?
I'm hanging in there.
You hanging in there. That's
It's
the
gonna
best
be
thing
all
we can do is hang on in there, honey. Well, again, I want to say shout out to you all in the comment section for being here with us for episode 3. Listen, we pushing on through. Last week, listen, we had a hiatus last week because of the holiday, number 1, and then also 2, we had 2 birthdays here. Shaylaset, we want to say happy belated birthday to you, honey.
Thank
Happy
you.
belated birthday. Happy belated
Sure,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Hopefully you had an amazing birthday.
I did.
You did?
I did.
Good. The people showed out. Did the people show out?
Time was had, child. Time was had.
The time was had. I know that's right.
Turn it
I'm
up.
here for it. And then also too, of course, you guys see that Chase is not with us today. However, he will be back next week. You know, his birthday was last week too, child, and so honey, he had to take him a, you know, he had to do his little birthday thing. You know what I'm saying? So Chase will be back with us next week. So don't fret. He will be back. All right. Listen, I need you guys to do me a favor though. All right. And I think all y'all can help me up here. You know, my host with me. I think y'all can help me with this. So listen, y'all know Christmas is like my favorite holiday, and we are going to do a Christmas edition of Hotline Bling Chat Room for the rest of December. We are going to be doing Christmas episodes. We're going to be doing Christmas giveaways. We're going to be doing different things. So here's what you have to do to make sure that you are within the drawing for anything that we do for Christmas. Listen, we need you to make sure you comment, okay, and have conversations with us. That's literally how you're going to be put in the drawing. Because if you're there, you're having conversations with us, we know you're interacting with us. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Also, on behalf of the Hotline Bling Chat Room, we are going to also be blessing a family of some sort for Christmas as well. You know, it's the spirit of giving back, right? And we have a spirit of giving back. So I want to help someone this Christmas. And so that's what we're going to be doing. But of course, we need your help. And in order to do that, we just need you to comment and talk to us. Let us know what you think about that. So, all right.
Breaking news, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is accused of rape. A lawsuit by R&B singer Cassie claims that she was in a years-long relationship with Combs that also involved beatings. The singer claims Combs trapped her in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. The lawsuit claims Combs punched, kicked, and stomped at her, and it alleges Combs blew up a man's car after learning that he was romantically involved with Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura. Combs' defense attorney denies the allegation, calling Cassie's suit offensive and outrageous, and he goes on to say Combs has been, quote, subjected to Miss Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship.
This week, if you have been under a rock, which I highly doubt, the last 2 weeks, it has been a utter Moment of shambles for Sean P. Diddy Combs, or Brother Love Combs, whatever name he's calling himself this week. Cassie Ventura sued him for as well as abuse, SA, and rape. This all came very shocking to the hip-hop world, but it kind of wasn't too shocking because everybody did know of the rumors of Diddy over the years. It's been decades of rumors, decades of, kind of speculation as of what was going on, but Cassie blew the lid on everything. And with this lawsuit, he settled this within 24 hours. This comes after a law of Adult Survivors Act that was running out in New York. With that quick departure of that law, she slid that lawsuit in there. She was granted a civil suit in less than 24 hours. And let's be clear, all of the hip-hop community is talking. All of former staff members, people that used to work for him, even former assistants are corroborating Cassie's story that this actually did happen for the 10 years that she was with this man. Why has hip-hop protected him in the last 2 to 3 decades? We don't understand. But hey, what's everybody's opinion on this? Because this was very, very, very deep.
I feel bad for the victims, but pay up or stop committing crimes. Go to jail, pay up, stop committing crimes.
Mercy Lord. Well, listen. Like you said, we've heard these stories for years. We've heard these stories for years. And listen, Cassandra, Cassie, her filing that lawsuit, I think spearheaded a whole bunch of top off of a can. And now everything is now going right on into that can, and it's not working out like he thought it would work out. But again, we've been hearing these stories for quite some time, so nothing is a surprise. Was I surprised that she settled after 24 hours? Absolutely not.
Right.
I wasn't. And I think more so not being surprised was just because of what could have come out had they took this any further than a settlement. I mean, it would have been pure hell at that moment for, I'm pretty sure, everybody. Because not only do you have to worry about Diddy living these things, but you have to worry about the kids now seeing this stuff in public. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Right.
And let me tell you something. Those twin girls, they not crazy.
So, I mean, I think eventually Brother Combs will be having to liquidate some of his assets in order to keep paying. But as we've seen in the R. Kelly case, after a while, you run out of things to liquidate. This may end up somewhat to a point of a criminal case, which a lot of people are wanting this to go to a criminal case. And a lot of people feel like he will be sharing a cell with Brother Kelly very soon. No means no in any capacity. And that game ain't looking too good.
And Diddy, as old as you is, by this particular point, that Peter whack ought to be getting ready to fall off. Okay. I need you to get somewhere and sat down. I'm with you. I don't go for the graping. I don't go for the grooming. I don't go for any of those things. And I think at this particular point, if you've done these things, which we've heard so many different stories, that everybody cannot be lying.
No.
That's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
thing. That's the thing.
Everybody
It's just
cannot be
like,
lying.
how is everybody lying for 30-something years? Everybody's been saying the same stories, the same thing. For 30-something years, everybody's been lying. And it's the fact that people continue to defend these abusers. Like you said, we all are not lying. I've been hearing this since I was a little kid.
I mean, we got former employees now running off on YouTube. Interviews are coming up. It's not a game. He's losing partnerships. He's losing money. Allegedly, the billionaire status is probably slipping right now because once all of these people pull out, I mean, it's not there anymore. Like, the money's not going to come in. And the big question of the hour is, I don't understand why ain't nobody asking what's up with Carisha.
Point. Carisha, please, is not very smart. Okay, I didn't think she was very smart after holding up that sign talking about "Don't buy me." down to the BET Awards when he was winning that tribute down to the BET Awards last year. You know what I'm saying? So she gives me characteristics of not being fully aware, at least messing with it. I'm not gonna say she gives characteristics of that because I don't really know the lady like that. But at least her fooling with Diddy, it gives. I might go on a limb and say it kind of gives me a bit of an insecurity.
Most definitely, most definitely. I mean, and the City Girls, we can't lie in front like their music is built on anything with any substance. You know, everything is about scamming a man, coming up, balling, credit cards, spending money, and all of that. So when the money dries up, where are you actually gonna be on the end of this, man? Question is, how long are you gonna keep playing this game? Because money's about to run out, and everybody's jumping ship, and it ain't looking good for Mr. Combs.
Listen, along with all of this Diddy mess, child, they are phasing out Sean John out of the Macy's department stores. Now, first of all, I'm around here, you know, up in the Dallas, Texas area, and I was under the impression that Macy's was getting ready to close and all of that kind of stuff. But what I do find interesting is, child, I ain't know nobody was still wearing that Sean John, honey. I ain't know nobody was still wearing Sean John. That's like going out here buying baby fat. But anyway, I mean, you know, the people said that they's pulling out of the deal, you know, with his stuff in Sean John and Macy's or whatever. How do you guys feel about that? Do y'all know anybody that wears Sean John?
I mean, the only people that was wearing Sean John was like somebody old ass uncle. You know, I mean, at the cookout grilling. I mean, I know I ain't seen Sean John in a minute. Nobody was wearing it since the '99 and the 2000s.
I won't say that. Sean John is where he makes his money at is the couture suit lines. It is the tuxedos. That is where Sean John makes his money. Puffy makes his money off of the suit line, which is the biggest part. If you think about it, hip hop clothing and clothing in general is up and down. But one thing you can say is haute couture will always be a major piece of fashion. I am a person that loves a lot of fashion. I also like things like that. Ain't nothing like a good tailored and fitted suit. Surprisingly, I did see somebody on Twitter said that their Macy's in Maryland and Prince George's County actually was one of the leading selling in Sean John. So he actually was making a killing in Sean John. Also, you had his fragrance lines, Unforgivable Sean John. You had I Am King, which I ain't even gonna hold you. I Am King and Unforgivable. They got me a lot of draws back in the day. Them some good colognes. I ain't gonna hold you. Time goes on, people pull out because hey, advertisers, companies don't want to be associated with anybody with this type of smoke.
Yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. What do you have to say about who is it? Patron, De Leon, whatever.
It's De Leon actually owns not only Diego Spears also owns not only De Leon, but they also own Ciroc. Ciroc has not been owned by Diddy in years. Matter of fact, over a decade, it has not been owned. He is like a shareholder or someone that sits on a board, but he is not an actual owner. They had a disagreement about how much he actually invested into the company, how much he should be entitled to, and then he's hit back with also issues of saying racism and other things that were going on as far as him with them in the line of communication. Now, of course, with everything, there's always a clause. There's always a clause in business. Hey, if you're his kids, if you're his immediate family, this should start being scary as a moment of that billionaire status is in jeopardy.
At the end of the day, we know them white folks ain't fit to play about their money.
Okay, that part.
And that's for me, that's really what it is. You know, the white people's not about to play about their money, and you're not gonna be able to settle all these lawsuits. That's the key part right there. You're gonna eventually run out before you
But
get
it's
ready
not
to
even
settle.
just settling and NDAs. It's like, how is everybody in the industry afraid of him? Like, you hearing now of all these stories of him well, let's just say allegedly, even though it was in a court documents, burning up Kid Cudi's car. And then the other day you're seeing somebody saying that he hung Wale over a balcony. Like, you're hearing of all these stories, and it's just like,
Now, while they did come out and state that that was not true, I will
okay,
state that he did come out and state that that was.
You just said that
that
was a fabricated story. That was not true.
Yeah.
But I will say that, you know, you're absolutely correct. I mean,
Yeah.
you have people that have worked for him for years, and y'all knew this stuff was going on, and now she finally said something. Now y'all want to come out and say, oh, well, this is going on. But how can you sit here and work for somebody and know that this is going on and continue to work there? I guess my level of integrity couldn't allow me to be a part of anything like that. But I do understand that, you
But if you
know,
getting
once
threatened, do you have a level of integrity?
I guess. I mean, if you're threatening, you know, it's a whole lot of stuff going on. And again, Diddy has been said to have threatened a lot of people. He has done a lot of grimy things over the year. Nobody amasses $1 million or becomes a multimillionaire or even a billionaire without doing shady things to amass that. If we're gonna be honest, Diddy has been a pariah to his own community. If we're gonna be keeping a $150, Diddy
Definitely agree with that, and I also think too, like, you know, I always say this one thing, like, some of the people who are involved, they ain't gonna say a mumbling word because
yep,
they are involved, and they're not gonna say anything because they're scared that they gonna get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to snitch and trying to tell on one person, they gonna end up getting caught up in the situation.
but the thing about it is, those people, I hope they realize they too have blood on their hands. Like,
They do, but you know what? It doesn't surprise me. I was talking about this earlier in my live earlier today. It's like when you work with somebody who you know isn't a integral person, and you gung ho with everything that they're doing up until the moment that y'all fall out, and then now you want to try to tell all the business because y'all have literally fell out, but you don't realize that your hands is just as dirty as the person that you're trying to tell on, because you were right there with the actions when they were doing it and you knew about it.
right,
You know,
just because
so
you come out later on and say, you know, now I knew all of this, but when it was happening, what did you do? All you're saying is that if this was to go to trial, let me get my immunity so that I don't get caught up in anything that you have going on. Let me dot my T's and cross my I's. And that's really what that is. Let me save my ass. But if you notice, every man in the industry is not saying anything because them fools have been to those parties. Them fools have been a part of that. So why would I bust myself out when I know that, yeah, you may have done it, you may have set up the party, but that means I gotta incriminate myself too. I might not want to do that.
you shouldn't be able to go years taking advantage of people
yeah,
and lying to people and cheating people out of money and raping people and saying people, and you should be able to do that for years on years on years on years without ever having any type of repercussion because you got money. But like I said earlier, that money is going to dry up because you cannot settle every last one of them lawsuits that you have. You're not gonna be able to do it.
But what kills me is the people that make excuses for these abusers. Like, after hearing the stories, you know, all you know, documents from the courts, all of this stuff, you still defending them, or they want to leave with the black man, you know, the
Y'all
government
trying to take
holding
a
the
black
black
man
man
down.
down, the judge, everybody holding the black. Come on
We
now,
have
you do
to,
the
I think
crime,
as
you
a
gotta do
community, we gotta do the
you gotta do the
accountability clock.
time.
They begin to ask questions. Is this some of this stuff true? What happened? You know, really what happened to Kim Porter? Now her Wikipedia page is completely gone. We find that to be very odd. It's a lot of things
And not
going
only
on.
is it gone, but when you type it in, Diddy's come up.
Yeah.
I it's pretty sad. It really is sad.
It really
In other
is.
Diddy news, The charter school announces, Capital Charter School announces the end of their partnership with Diddy as well. Okay. So this is letting us know that at this particular point, they have decided, following a comprehensive evaluation, a decision has been made to end our partnership between Capital Schools and Sean Combs. While this decision was not made lightly, we firmly believe it is in the best interest of our organization's health and future.
Damn.
Tuesday, November the 28th is when he released that statement.
See people saying, hey, you know what? Hey, we don't want to be associated with nothing that you got going on, whether it's alleged or not alleged. This starts to affect people's bags. We saw it with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. What did he do? Except he knew he didn't do those things, so he sued her back. And he won. So in this case, Diddy's not going to court because that discovery is the thing.
The Chef Don Don Productions presents School of Love, honey. A new LGBTQ web reality series in the big city of Dallas, Texas. If you are interested in dating SkoolBoi, make sure you get those applications in right now, just in time for school to be in session.
Okay, listen. This Vlad TV man, in my opinion, y'all already know how I feel about that man over there. He don't like us, and y'all like going over there and giving that man y'all attention, and y'all like going over there talking, and y'all like incriminating yourself about everything that y'all say over there in them interviews, because it's like they wait to use it on you, right? So anyway, Aaron Hall did an interview with Vlad TV, and it has resurfaced. It has been a few years since he had done the interview, but child, he got to talking about how big his slanger was, and how, you know, how he wanted people around him knew he was big, how he used to want them to watch him have sex and all kinds of stuff like that. He get done with one, he got another one. Like, it's just crazy, but it doesn't go well because all of these allegations that are coming out, this is like, dude, won't y'all shut up? These old interviews is what get y'all in more trouble than anything that I've ever seen because y'all talk too much. How you feel about it, Shaylaset? How you feel about it?
It's a mess. Why do y'all niggas keep going on Vlad TV? We done seen him put how many people in jail? Well, I'm just saying. Well, y'all basically put yourselves in jail because y'all admit to so much on his platform. And I will never understand why y'all continue to go on his colonizer's platform. I just will never understand that. Snitching on yourself. You dry snitching on yourself. The interview was utterly disgusting. It was disgusting. So I'm not surprised at the allegations at all. And it's just like we watching so many people tarnish their own damn legacy.
So what Vlad TV did for clickbait, honey? They re-aired that entire Aaron Hall interview. Right? Not only did they re-air it, after they re-aired it, baby, they made it strictly for their members only on YouTube.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, I did. I peeped it. And interestingly enough, we know exactly why you did it. Okay. And this is what the interview was titled: Aaron Hall's outrageous interview, unreleased full interview.
Wow.
SkoolBoi, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it doesn't look good because, you know, Aaron Hall was recently named in the SA lawsuit with Diddy, with two women. Well, one person did it, but her friend was involved. So I find this very interesting. And of course, Vlad TV is going to be the culture vulture that he is. He's going to drop this information because he's going to make money off of it. But at the end of the day, if the feds come knocking at the door and say, tap, 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 he's going to send that information straight over to them. And this is how where the dumbness comes into the black community and dumbass black men that continue to keep going over there to Vlad. It's actually pathetic and sad that black men continue to go to this culture vulture and continue to tell their damn business and continue to end up behind bars. But at any event, if they go to any blogger, no matter they're black or white, and they're telling anything that isn't being told, and that vlogger gets approached by the federal government, the vlogger is going to give that information up. 100%.
Well, pull the paddy wagon up and take all their asses to jail, as far as I'm concerned. I agree with you.
I have no sympathy for men that do stuff like that. Like, real talk. When a woman says no, no means no. I don't care what your capacity is. I don't care how much money you got.
No means no too. Let's be very clear. Humans, when humans say no, no means no. Whether male or female, because
male or female,
I'm gonna go around the way, and I'm gonna say, I don't just believe that women is involved, and that's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, hey, it's rumors that it ain't just women involved.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When anybody say no, no means no. No means no. What part of that don't y'all understand? No means you learned that. You learned that when you was down at the preschool.
Oh, we all supposed to have learned that at preschool.
Before you, I mean, those are things that you learn. No means no. Don't. When the people say no, that means don't do it.
Right.
Period. But and then you don't have to worry about the consequences that could possibly come out years later. You can't expect to continue to do these things and think that it is never going to resurface or never going to come out. You are a fool to believe that.
It's just typical abusers, right? They feel like, they want to overpower the victim, right? So that means, how could you say no to me, all the money I got? How could you say no to me as big and as popular as I am? You know what I mean? That's their mindset, and it's sick and it's twisted. It's twisted as hell. And then
when the money runs out, you can't pay it off. We realize that the money's gone.
All the victims that are afraid to come out, all the victims that have been harassed for years, scared for their lives, and will never come out. Their story will never see the light of day. That's the even more sad part about it.
I agree.
And more unfortunate connection to Diddy news adjacent, Aaron Hall's baby mother, Gloria Velez, who is the mother of Aaron Hall's son, who met him at the age of 16. Now, mind you, 16 is not old enough to, in some states, consent. But at 16, she met Aaron Hall, and by 17, she was pregnant. Aaron Hall was, I would like to say, apparently at the time, 36 years old of age. She placed a post on social media stating, if you don't think grooming is happening in this business, you're sadly mistaken. In 1994, she was with Uncle Luke and a few others in business, and she was in high school. Now, we all know what Uncle Luke's, that's the reason we got parental advisory on everything that we listen to. Uncle Luke was a part of the 2 Live crew. If you're young, you probably don't remember this, but if you old enough, you know who 2 Live crew was. She also stated, she posted a post on social media. Luke got underneath it and said, "That's my girl. I love Gloria." Folks began to think that Uncle Luke actually groomed Velez and other women. Uncle Luke got on his, as IG Live, and as most men do, they just start rambling off and talking. And he probably shouldn't have done that dumb shit, but again, he did. He claims, she was never groomed by him. He just found out what the hell grooming meant. So he didn't even know what the hell she was talking about. All he did was create great business women and that became great citizens of the city.
I got the right one. I don't have no problem going to court. I'm not Russell Simmons. I'm not them other people. I don't do that. I know my brand. My brand is Luke, hey, we want some pussy. Face down, up, that's what like. Me so horny. The problem is when you know your brand and you know what you're singing about, you subject yourself to be in that kind of trap faster. So what you have to do is really not be about what those songs is talking about, because you can get yourself jammed up. I video everything. Everybody sign releases. I do shows. Ain't no underage people be doing no show with me. I fire girls. You get caught. I have chaperone for the girls, a one head dancer. It's always one head dancer, and she put everybody in check. So you doing? This is not a traveling whorehouse. So you gonna mess around with these other artists, you're gonna get sent home, sweetheart. Get fired.
Can I just say this? All these niggas told on themselves in their music. Okay, so what you know? They all told on themselves in the music.
That's it. That's it.
Come on now, like let's be real about it. They done told on themselves in their own music, bro. Like
that's it.
That's the biggest thing. But listen, that grooming thing, I think people don't realize how much of a situation that is, how bad that can be. I don't think people realize what that entails. And I'm sorry, but that what the story sound like. The story gives grooming.
Yeah.
And so I feel like in that moment, him coming out saying, Uncle Luke coming out saying that he didn't necessarily, or he just found out what it is. Well, you may have just found out what it is, but it sounds like that's what you were allegedly doing when she wrote. Like, come on, let's just be honest about it. That's what it sounds like, if we're just gonna be real. So I think this is sad, y'all. This is sad. I mean, it feels like within the last week and a half, it just feels like allegation after allegation after allegation after allegation is just coming out on multiple people. At this point, I think we just have to wait and see how things are going to play out. Like, we have to wait and see what's really going to happen. I mean, all the way down from Diddy to Aaron Hall, if anything happens to these people, because Aaron Hall is named in that lawsuit with the third accuser with Diddy. So it's just going to be interesting to see how these things go, because Diddy and the rest of these people, they can't settle just like that. It just ain't that easy for you to just continue to settle after every lawsuit. You ain't gonna be able to. Let's drive on down to the Potomac, honey. Let's go and drive down there to Potomac and let's start there. Listen, there was a young lady, and she decided to go to a blogger, and we all know that this blogger by the name of Tasha K is a gutter snipe. Okay, I said what I said, and Tasha K put up this post and said that she had all of these receipts and everything about Chris Bassett's alleged mistress, who allegedly got pregnant, honey, and had a AB, honey, and all of these things, right? Well, Tasha K then took to her app and dropped the receipts. That was the AB paperwork. She dropped these Peter Wacker pictures. She dropped these alleged screen recordings of DMs or something of that sort, right? We come to find out just in the nick of time of her dropping those receipts that the receipts were all a lie. Okay, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. So what she did was she didn't even doctor the AB paperwork to make it look like it was hers. She literally went to a Google document and copied and pasted that document, downloaded that document, and sent it to Tasha K. And that was her receipt. So I have a couple of issues here. My first issue is with Tasha K not being able to vet the information that she put out before she put the information out. Is gutter snipe, is snake-like behavior, is sick, is disgusting, and all of those things above. Because it would be like you should have learned a lesson fooling with Cardi B, and you done got 4 million problems over there to be worried about. It just doesn't make sense, right? So her BravoCon comes along, all these things come along, and there's this blog on Twitter by the name of Bravo Leader. I did go searching for Bravo Leader, and I do not see that Bravo Leader's page is active. Okay, so maybe Bravo Leader may be running, who knows? But Bravo Leader tried to say that Tasha K wasn't lying and the girl wasn't lying, that she was telling the truth. She had conversations with Tasha K. She was talking slow. She stated that Chris wanted to meet her because he liked the way that she fried chicken, honey. He liked her fried chicken recipe. Now come on now. A whole chef gonna DM you and say. Now at first she said that he DM'd her. Then she turned around and said that she DM'd him. Okay, so which is it? He was happy about your chicken recipe, but are you telling me he just randomly saw you cooking chicken and decided to DM you? Anyway, child, it was just a whole mess. So then you got Gizelle Pipe Neck Bryant over there on the Real Housewives of Potomac, over there with her friend Robert Dixon. Okay. They sat down at their BravoCon and done all kind of interviews, sitting on sofas and talking to people and talking about how they knew the information was right and they saw enough receipts to get proof and all of this stuff. And my theory is I believe Gizelle is behind it in some way. And the reason why I feel like allegedly Gizelle may be behind it is because I feel like Gizelle did not like the way that Ultimate Girls Trip looked on her with her and Candace. She did not like the way season 7's reunion went. She did not like how things played out even after they wrapped the last episode of the reunion. She didn't like that. So she decides to indulge in these rumors. And to me, you might have been, well, I'll just go ahead and say this. There is a person on YouTube by the name of Mad Beefs. She also has a Twitter page, and she posted a DM that she had with this young lady. And basically, the young lady is saying that Gizelle was the one that was behind this. Wow. But I don't know if I would necessarily believe it coming from you. I believe it because we've seen Gizelle over the years, right? That's where I get my belief that Gizelle may be behind it. I'm not getting it from you because you said that Gizelle is behind it. I don't believe you. You then came out and said you lied about the situation. To make up stories. It's not cool to do those types of things. I mean, we've seen time and time again, people get stuff like this pinned on them. That could have ruined that man's life. Y'all are really trying hard to destroy. You want to destroy Candace, but you using Chris at the bait of doing it. And I think it is so foul. I think it is so foul. And I think that there should be a point in reality TV where we be like, yo, sometimes we go extremely too far. Okay. And one more thing. Gizelle is the same person who sat at the table with her best friend and stated that Chris was a sneaky link and was trying to see if she would be with it. And many of men have tried her. Gizelle, you are the devil
Okay.
And there's nothing else I have to say. Her and Tasha K, y'all belong on the devil's playground.
Okay. Child. I don't know. I think I was watching one of your videos where you kind of debunked the whole fake termination papers. She was allegedly pregnant, and you was like the paperwork was fake or something that you had said in your video. And come to find out, it's fake. We already knew that. We knew by the way she was talking to Tasha K. I'm like, either this girl's really drunk or she got off the short bus. Something just really wasn't right with that young lady. The stories was forever changing. It was just weird. And I'm not surprised that Ankles Gizelle is I wouldn't be surprised if she's a part of it. Like, and I just wouldn't be surprised. That's in her character. That sounds about Gizelle.
SkoolBoi, listen. Hold on before you go, because I know you put the red go in. I know you put the red go smack in. Okay. Listen. Y'all make sure y'all do us a favor and hit that like button. All right. Make sure you're commenting with us and letting us know how you feel about things. We may not always agree on everything, but we're here to have a good time. We're here to inform you. And that's it. That's all it is. All right. Everything is alleged and in our opinion. And SkoolBoi, let's go.
Well, well,
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, it's going down. It's going down.
because you know what, Gizelle, I need to get the fluid off my legs. Bryant, those that are from Baltimore, we know you for your works. And allegedly you were screwing Jamal while he was still married. So you should know everything about being a side chick and a side piece and anything about being a quote unquote sneaky link. I can understand not getting along with a coworker and having a disagreement with someone, but to go to the lengths of trying to ruin someone's husband's life, you got to put the pause and the brakes on that shit. And I don't understand why Bravo is allowing Potomac to continue to attack people's marriages for views on a show that's in the fucking toilet. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Potomac is sounding and looking like Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that shit's been on 15, 16 damn years. Why the hell are y'all on season 8 tearing up people's marriages because you don't like Candace? Now, see, you mad because you ate Candace ate your ass up on Ultimate Girls Trip. You got mad because she got in your ass on that reunion, and you look like a plumb jackass. You need to stop fucking with people's marriages. See, you are bitter and mad because your raggedy ass marriage to Jamal Bryant didn't work. Okay? But see, you knew who he was before you got with him because you was that man's side piece. Stop playing with people. And at the end of the day, you need to sit your ass down somewhere and get that fluid off your ankles and legs. Maybe go
get an ankle a break, baby.
And pull that shit back down. Because all that white up in your system has got you aging like fucking milk. You need to stop. You need to honestly stop with the mess. And you wonder why you're not happy. But see, you run around over there with Trey trying to act like he with you. We know that man ain't with you. Sugarfoot is out there for the streets. He is not for you. Stop playing
wait. I know you in the middle of your wait. What you cannot do is skate across the fact that you call that man Sugarfoot.
He is a Sugarfoot. Any nigga running around with tidy whities on his Instagram, I'm questioning. Okay, I'm questioning. He did. He had some black tight drawers on.
Ooh,
Only
You
men
have to go look,
that do
child.
that, they play in a different area, and they damn sure
Let me
don't
go
play
see
with
what
women.
it's giving. Let me go see what it's giving.
That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. But I will say, you need to keep your mouth on that lady marriage. And you know what? I do believe that you helped with this young lady, but this young lady was a dumbass. Because if you didn't get paid for all the backlash that you got ate up on Twitter, for all the other stuff that you got towed up for a heifer for a storyline, you're an idiot. You're just as the idiot as Gizelle is. And Gizelle, I'm gonna tell you one thing. What Michael is doing to Candace ought to do to your ass and sue your ass for defamation
I
of
said
character
the same
and everything else you got
thing.
in that
There you
Lego
go.
ass house you got.
I said the same thing.
And
I'm
I bet you'll
like,
get off them heavy ankles.
I'm like,
I
when
bet you
is
if it
she gonna
happened, you'll stay off them
sue?
heavy ankles. That's what I do bet. And I bet you'll lose some weight in your neck too.
When is she gonna sue? I would. First of all, let me just say, you can't lie. My co-worker could never lie on my husband or drag my family. Girl, she better than me because I would have beat her to the white meat. That's just me. Why hasn't she gotten an attorney? Okay, you ain't gonna beat her fine. Everybody ain't a fighter. Why you haven't called your attorney? I agree with you.
If you'd have fucked around and got a lawsuit, you would have been served, ho.
Child.
Served. I don't give a damn if you was around there licking on Robin while you got served. You would have been served with some paperwork.
I would have taken all them polyester pants she got. I would have taken that raggedy funeral home. I would have taken all of that. I would have taken her to the cleaners. Ain't no way in hell you gonna drag my family. Please.
I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all anybody say something about my wife, my future wife, my woman. Because I swear for God, I will take everything that you got and anything that you think you finna make in the raggedy shack you live in. I would you just Candace, you a better broad
sitting on damn popsicle sticks and shit, talking about everybody.
What I will say, and I said this earlier, I gotta give Candace some props. Because we know Candace can go gutter, especially on Twitter. And she did not do that this time. And I think that because let's just think about it. Let's think about it. The people have a problem when she come out to defend herself because they say she goes too far. But this particular time, all she did was throw some shade around there over at BravoCon. And you got big, fat, nasty, fluid ankles over here mad about it. And then you got dumb delusional Robin who makes excuses for her dumb homeboy that stay over there with her. Okay, because he just stay there. Okay, they not really child. He just stay there.
Okay.
And y'all are the two most miserable women ever. Literally, Robin, we know you're miserable because you're gonna cry in the next episode. Oh my God, I didn't even do that to you. You're gonna be on the curb crying. Okay. And then Gizelle, what I really want them to do while we on this little Potomac just for a brief second, and then I'm done with it. But what I also want them to do is stop this. Gizelle's supposed to be holding Robin accountable because it's a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Because at the end of the day, y'all record a podcast in which y'all gotta see each other every day. So you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to believe that you holding her accountable and y'all ain't already talked about this type of stuff and figured out how y'all was gonna do this on camera? Get out of my face.
You can go to hell swiftly, take Gizelle with you, and that raggedy ass podcast.
So as we all y'all know, today Beyonce has just released her Renaissance movie, and we love to see it. We love us some Beyonce. Well, I love Beyonce, right? I can speak for myself. But if you haven't seen, she had a world premiere of the Renaissance movie in LA. Are we like here for the looks? Like, what do you think? I know that Tyler Perry was there. Was a few influencers, Tina Knowles. All of Destiny Child members except for Farrah. I guess she was still getting her luggage. I'm not sure. But everybody was there. So what do you guys think about the looks?
I mean, I loved everybody. Go ahead.
Okay. I would have to say okay, so listen, I did like everybody's look, but I would have to say my two favorite looks of the night would have to be Kelly and Michelle. They ate down, baby. Kelly is just, oh my God, Kelly is beautiful. Kelly, listen, if I really went all the way with the women's, I'll be over there, trying to see, what you're talking about. But no, Kelly is a beautiful brown skinned woman, and Kelly has just always been fine, honey, just always. And Michelle is LaToya Luckett. How could I forget her? How could I forget LaToya Luckett? Because she is a beauty, period. Okay, no matter what she put on, in my opinion. But my favorite will for sure have to be Kelly and Michelle. Right. Shout out to Jay Bowler.
Oh, that was by him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That was beautiful.
What you think, SkoolBoi? I mean, you just looking like now, that. Do you agree with me about Kelly?
Now, Don, stay up out of my pool, okay? Now, don't be over there where I'm at with the women's, okay? Because you trying to get on the women's that I like. Now, I have always had a crush since I was in high school on LaToya Luckett. Like, that's my boo. If I could have had her back in the day, I probably would have. Okay, I would have shot the shot, even if I knew I was gonna get shut down. She looked beautiful. Also, I really did love Kelly Rowland. She did have the Madonna cones on the breasts. Even though I was little, thrown off by the cones because I felt like you was gonna put the eye off. But she still did look good with the cones. I was here for the cones. Okay, she's channeling her inner Madonna. And I loved it. And I love Beyonce with the platinum blonde hair. Okay, I know a lot of y'all were hating on the platinum blonde. I was here for the blonde. Okay. She had the platinum blonde hair. She looked stunning. She looked amazing. I mean, even Tina Knowles looked good. Mama Tina, you look good.
I was about to say Mama Tina even looked good. She did. She did.
She looked blessed, highly favored. It was a lot of ages.
About Maddie. We all love Maddie.
Yes, her mother was out there doing her thing. So I loved it. I loved it. I loved everybody's looks, and I'm excited. Maybe I'll take a woman down to the theater, on a date or something. We were supposed to be. Let me not get it off in the business. But y'all go ahead. Y'all go down there to Renaissance and see Beyonce and them, because I couldn't afford the tickets. Okay. The way my bank account is set up right now, I couldn't afford it, but I'm gonna go down to the movie theater and I'm gonna check it out.
Right. Same here.
Listen, I know for me, I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see. Maybe I might take me a date.
Who the hell? See,
ain't nobody trying to date me. Ain't nobody trying to take me to no movie theater.
It might be them geriatric men's next to the geriatric women's that's trying to get with me.
So this is part 1 of episode 3. So I will definitely have to say that I will be going to see the Renaissance movie, and guess what? I'm gonna find me some Renaissance clothes to dress in. I'm gonna find me something nice. I'm gonna give me. Maybe I'll go over there and call Tyree and see if Tyree can give me something. Something together.
You gonna pay him, right?
See, I can pay him. I can pay him. I ain't gonna be like Sheree. Ain't gonna be like Sheree. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be like Sheree. Over there and don't pay the man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because Sheree owed that bill. She around there.
She owes several bills. Let's keep it a buck. With them $500 sweatsuits Anywho, Sheree is not even on the docket today. One day when she is on the docket, I will not lay off of Sheree. Okay. Period. Well, listen, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1. All right. Part 1 of episode 3. So listen, this is what we need you to do. We need you to get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time, we will be airing part 2. Okay. And part 2 is going to be quite interesting. So make sure you tune in. Thank you for watching part 1. Keep commenting down in the comment section. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And don't do nothing I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a lot of things.